Well, somebody's been out here and put some yellow flowers on everybody's stones. Daddy Cannon and Mother Cannon, and is that Doobie or Dobby? Cannon Sr. in the back. And William Cannon, U.S. Navy. That's nice. This is quite the monument for Woodruff. Sarah Sumner, January 17th, 1837 to December 6th, 1889. Infant son of Casey Lois Duncan, January 5th, 1939, sleep in Jesus. Oh, infant daughter of Casey Lois Duncan, April 10th, 1941, sleep in Jesus. There's no birthday, so I don't know if they were born, stillborn. Doesn't say, doesn't give any clues. And then an infant son of Casey Lois Duncan, May 5th, 1940, sleep in Jesus. 1939, 1940, and 1941. I want to be sure to include this little boy, Cason Julius Howard. September 29th, 2014 to September 28th, 2017. He was one day shy of his 3rd birthday. In 2017, this is 2021. Was that 4 years ago? Yeah, 4 years ago. This was an accidental drowning. And his mom went on to try to change Florida law to require stricter pool surroundings and alarm systems, and the bills that were introduced failed in the House. They were never passed, but it's a definite reminder to be careful. If you have a pool and you have little ones, it can be a sad thing. And on the back it says, "Too pure to stay. At the loss of a dear sweet child, words cannot explain how much the heart is broken, or how awful is the pain. Why dost thou take little ones?" I asked as I knelt to pray. I felt his spirit telling me they are too pure to stay. I had the warmest feeling that my child is happy and waits until we are together again past heaven's golden gates. Time will reunite us in not too many years. In heaven's place we'll embrace, and joy will replace the tears. I guess that's an above ground crypt. Fir bush. That's a pretty stone. Emma. Okay, Herbert, 1895. Somebody needs to finish your stone. Somebody needs to come out here and engrave your death date, because I don't think you're still with us. Rufus Hughes and Pauline Hughes. early 1900s to the 1970s. And there's newer ones, Bonnie and Rufus Jr. Huh. So Rufus Jr. was born June 18th, 1922, and he married Bonnie, apparently. Might be his wife, doesn't say. Was born 1925. It's about right. Could be a sister too, it's hard to say. But Mom and Dad are in the above ground crypt. And there's a jumbo stone there. Jumbo marble marker. Robert Hughes. Is that a sergeant, U.S. Air Force? SSGT, U.S. Air Force, December 23rd, 1927. And then Lenore Hughes, beloved wife and mother of Patty, Todd, and Chad, born February 26, 1928. McMullen, Harn, and Harn. John, priest of the Russian Orthodox Church. Margaret McMullen Harn. August 18th, 1905 to August 25th, 1976. And John was born November 1st, 1926, and he died March 17th, 1999. That doesn't seem that long ago to me. 22 years. Strickland. So I don't have the same names within this perimeter, but I don't think that is a requirement. There's a little stone just propped up against a palm tree. Laura with 2 L's. Jones, June 2nd, 1925 to June 14th, 1925. And Daphne Lois McMullen, November 10th, 1923 to March 6th, 1925. Our darling. Eva Mae Greer, November 6, 1924 to January 22nd, 1925. Gone too soon. Wow. Wow. That's like a couple months. November, December, January. 3 months. Almost 4. Not quite. 1925. Nobody next to you. At least there's no headstones anyway. But you're close to the marquetry. This looks like an above ground burial. Hmm. 101st Airborne, World War II. John Laird. On topstone says McMullen. So is it John and Rhoda? She just passed in December of 2019. And he left us in July of 2008. A smaller slab, William McMillan, June 22nd, 1921 to January 29th, 1923. Oh. Wilfred Dabbs, July 28th, 1919 to June 4th, 1921. Alice Cooper, John Cooper, August 17th, 1927. I guess they don't know her birth date. And then another Cooper. Died 1939, or excuse me, 1934. So John Cooper Sr. passed July 6, 1938. So she died in 1927. I would say that's her death date. Kind of a no-brainer there. These kinds of crypt coverings. I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but they're kind of eerie in a way. Kind of creepy. We loved one another. The Gibbs, wife of Frank. Now that's old tradition. Wow. We have his birth and death dates. Sarah Gibbs and Frank Gibbs, so it just says wife of Frank Gibbs. There was a time when that was her identity. We don't have a birth and death date on her, just on him. He was born March 6, 1862 and died December 31st, 1929. Women then didn't have the status, you would say, maybe. She was a Mrs. The little lamb monument. Darlene Ray or Kay Watterson, May 4th, 1951 to June 2nd, 1951. Jesus wash me and I will be whiter than snow. God bless. Here's a stone that's come off of its base. It's been propped back up again. And it looks like it's a young one. Edison Clemens, June 27th, 1928 to June 14th, 1929. So not even a year old. Asleep in Jesus. Or darling, it says at the top. This one looks handmade. Something Well, I see the birth. B for born, October 14th, 1913. D for died, I imagine, July 12th, 1933. So, was it 20 years old? The son of Mr. and Mrs. C.G. Touchton. Surely to heaven my boy has gone. So Mel, looks like Melon, but that can't be. Melon Touchton. Mel something Touchton. They actually made that out of concrete and shells. Somebody did. That's awesome that they can do that, that they're allowed to do that. I think there's some cemeteries wouldn't allow you to do that, but that's awesome. So I drove over to the other side. It's not a very large cemetery. Kind of try to get a perspective here. But this sure seems to be the more colorful side, with more flowers and more bright colors. Maybe it's a newer section, but no, it's because that other section has newer burials too. This one has a picture. The Riddles. Shorty Aubrey, 1929 to 1996. And Juanita C., 1942 to 1985. Together forever, amen. '42 to '85, that's not, but what, 43 years old? 1929 to 1996. So he had to survive to lose her. That's a nice stone for the Allens. Leo B. and Mildred. Leo B. 1902 to 1983 and Mildred 1912 to 1999. Pinwheels and colorful flowers. Somebody's here for Christmas. Opal and Harvey Hazlett, his wife. See if we can meander to the colorful area, see what's over there. Wow. And she's got a picture. Elise, Levette, Adam Smith. She must have been loved. Oh, here's a in memory of April 12th, 1970, March 16th, 2017. No, somebody left some fresh produce. There's no citrus tree above it, so that was actually brought here and left here fairly recently because they look fresh. That's nice. Is that Dee Dee? Very nice. An Ademi. Now most of these flowers are artificial, I understand that, but they still look fairly fresh. It's not like they've been out here for so long and forgotten. People visit, and that's nice. As opposed to the other side, so that's kind of interesting why this part of it would be so much more active. Uh-oh, we got a rubber ducky here. I don't know about that. Uh-oh. His image is on the stone. Oops. (1996 to 2016). I can't pronounce that name. 2019. He was born in 1943 and died in 2019. Barbara J. Williams, January 25th, 1942 to February 8th, 2019. Hmm. 2016 and 2020. Interesting. Theodore Elliston and Barbara Elliston. Awfully close together to be full burials, but who knows? Who knows? I don't think you can go one on top of the other. Am I thinking out loud too much? Unless it's, I guess it cremains. That could be. Victor Stanhope Knight, July 11th, 1936 to September 14th, 2005. God grant grace. And this grave looks fairly new. It's definitely much loved. Hearts carved into the sand. It's got a wooden cross and then some fresh fruits and foods, libations. 1995 to 2019. Triska. Wooden cross. And something over here. Coco Naco? Naco? Coco Naco? Don't know. March 21st, 1937 to April 8th, 2010. And here's more of the family. Demetria, Miko, and Demetria. Together forever. I'm a bit of a ways away from my car now. I guess I'll head back that way. Here's another wooden cross. There were fresh flowers on here. Those are a little bit older, but they're not that old. Some of them are silk, some of them are fresh mums. Dimitri and Doni. Elias Belcher, beloved husband of Josephine C. Belcher, April 26, 1854 to July 3rd, 1889, at rest.